All right, this is One Last Midnight, and today we're going to play Pioneers of Patagonia. Actually, we're going to play a lot of this game because it looks really good. Pioneers of Patagonia is a city builder game that is really kind of based on exploration, discovery, and reuniting the fantastical islands of Patagonia. There are 40 different types of buildings you can build. There are 70 different types of goods. You can manage wide branches of production chains, and it has a deep economy system as well as a deep battle system. So today we're going to start off with a new game, and we're going to do one of their predefined maps. I want to do the Cursed Coast, and the Cursed Coast is you still have to solve objectives, but there are hostile units on the island. So we're going to have to deal with the hostile units. The size of the island is pretty, I think that's size 3, I think is pretty small. There are other predefined maps that you can do that may be a little bit more challenging. Like, I believe this one of the ones is the objective is to, like, conquer. I thought it was conquer. This is solve objectives, but you could set it up in your custom map that the main goal is, like, to conquer the island. Or you can have objectives with enemies, which I think most of the predefined are objective with enemies. Size 3, I don't know if that is the large size. Maybe it's, nope, it's not the large size. Size 5 is the large size. Okay, so the land size can be significantly better, and then you've got all these different types of landscapes that you can wind up being on. But again, we're going to do the Cursed Coast, and we're going to see how we can do it. We're going to leave everything else the same. So here we go. Let's get started. When you start the game off, you're on a boat. You have tons of people. This game, they're talking about population size being massive, in the thousands of people. So most of our people can live on the ship right now, and then we have this island that's presented to us, and we need to really define out how we're going to lay out our city. So roads are really important, because as you start laying down the roads, you're going to notice that you have these little white dots that appear, and that's where you're going to place your buildings at, which I thought was pretty fascinating. I like this concept of being able to have these little dots here to place my buildings. You know what it reminds me of is like City Skylines, where you're putting down your map and you're getting your initial map going, and you're laying out your city, and the way you're doing that is you've got these areas in which get unlocked because you've got a road next to it, right? So we're going to start kind of planning out the town, and we're going to do it in a way where we try to maximize some of these spaces. Now, we need to have connection points, right? There needs to be roads that connect together so that people can get from point A to point B without having to walk either through the woods or around stuff. When these trees get cleared out, we're going to get more spaces in here, so I'm not entirely worried about that too much. We'll take up some coastland as well. We'll come up this side, have a huge swath of area in which we can build upon. I think we can go up like this high. That'd be really nice. We'll get another road that comes across over here. Kind of box this area in so people can walk around it. Don't really know what I'm going to do with where, like, the placement of stuff quite yet, because I need to just sit down and look, but I just want to get some of these roads taken care of. I did notice that when I was playing with the live stream, that I put my roads in a way that actually hindered progression. There was no way to grow beyond a specific point because I didn't think about the placement of roads on the map beforehand. So this is kind of really important, right? You gotta really kind of think about where you're going to place the roads, and these buildings are going to be placed in these little spots here. Can I build a little road off to the side over here? It would, but it totally messes up. Too bad I can't get closer over here. All right, maybe no road going that way. This looks good so far. I'm pretty happy with where we have the roads going so far. Time base is over here, so we're at 1 time. We can't go down to 0, so we can't pause, which I don't know that I like or not. I'm not entirely sure if I like that or not. So we're going to need to set down some things for our people. Guard towers are important. From my understanding, and I've never played Settlers because this is created by the guys who created Settlers, But guard towers actually expand your border. So you can see our little border right here. We got these little border stones. We have in an inventory a bunch of border stones. Do we have border stones? We did in the first one that I played. It doesn't look like we have borders. Oh, we do. We have 150 border stones. And so they will, these little guys will walk around and they'll place new border stones down and we'll get a bigger border. There's a bunch of flax up here now. That's great. We're going to need resources to start off with. So we're going to need a wood cutting hut. I really want to clear off this area first. Let me put my woodcutter down here. Because I think what's going to happen is he'll clear off these trees first. And then we'll move our woodcutter up over into this area so we can regain this land. We are going to need a forester later on to replant trees because, honestly, it doesn't look like we have a whole heck of a lot of trees in this area. I also want to put down, let's get our guard towers down so that we have explorer and expansion. Guard towers can extend your territory by using border stones. See, I didn't read that the first time. So, you know, reading is important, people. Don't let anybody tell you that it's not important. So I'm going to put a guard tower over on this side over here. And I want to put a guard tower up around this corner over here. Beautiful. We need to figure out the expansion of the road in this area. And we will do that. Okay, other things. Garrison, military camp, explorer's hut. Not quite yet. We will get there with those. You can still see I have objectives in here, like build explorer hut, build guards tower. So it is telling me to build an explorer's hut right away. Home to explorers who use rations to explore unknown territory. Interesting. Well, I don't really have any rations for them to use to explore. Unfortunately, I can't put it right up here because it's blocked. It won't allow me to put that building in that area. I can put it over here, though. So I'll do that. I'll put it right there in that corner. And then we're going to need to start making resources, right? So sawmill produces softwood beams for construction sites and hardwood boards for production of tools and weapons. We're going to need that. I think our main, well, a majority of our tree cutting is going to be up in this area later. It isn't right now, but we'll put it up here. So we'll get that built. We need a wood cutting hut to allow people to cut some woods. I thought I built a wood cutting hut. Oh, okay, they're building it right now, right? It's down here. We're going to need some quarry. Look up quarries down so we can get some stones. Preferably, I see it up here in the map. If you look at the mini map up here in the lower left-hand corner, you can see where the stones are going. So I think what I really need to do is wait for these guys to expand out a little bit. And that way I'll be able to move my quarries a little bit closer. I think I can do that. I try not to get rid of the flax. Maybe cut a road across from here, the beginning of the flax. And then also I think when this gets expanded out a little bit more, I want to have a road come along the beach. And that way I can utilize all that beach space somewhere like right in here, I think, as this area starts to get expanded out. Yeah, I think maybe that'll be helpful. Not entirely sure yet, but let's get a hunting lodge down. This looks like a decent area for hunting. We'll get a hunting lodge over here. I don't want to build a forester yet because they replant trees. I think I want to get somewhere over here, maybe possibly getting that forester down. I think that would be a good area over there. Sawmill quarry. Didn't I get the sawmill in place? I got the sawmill. I got my hunting lodge. I think I'm okay for now. Let's speed up time a little bit. Gonna have to build some houses sooner or later. You would think we'd get those going. Both guard towers are done. So we should have some people going and expanding out our territory. They carry these little... Yeah, there they are. They're putting down the resources here. I don't... what did you just do? He became a sawmill worker. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so there they go. I believe the guards are doing this. Yeah, the guards are the ones that are expanding out the territory. So there they go. They take these little border stones. I'm surprised they don't pick up previous border stones. And then they put down the border stones, and they wind up expanding the territory out. You would think it'd be a net gain, right? I have 143. Let's see if it's a net gain. No, it's not a net gain. It's like, look, pick up the old border stones and then put down the new border stones. Can't you reuse them? So they're going to do that slowly. It's not a quick kind of thing. Masons, the quarry, the forester will wait on all those. I need to build a forager for food, which makes a whole lot of sense because we need to get them fed somehow. Forager's hut. Look at all the stuff that the forager can gather. Wow, that's a lot. I'm going to put the forager's hut right next to my hunting lodge. And then they can gather all that good stuff up there. I need to start building some cottages. And so I need to really decide where I want to lay out my town. And I think in this area right here where the woodcutter is cutting, he's got one last tree to take care of first, and they're taking care of some stumps and stuff right now. They've got a bunch of resources on the ground. Once this gets cleared out, then I'll start putting down not only my guild hall, but also the cottages as well. We need to make a provisioner. This guy takes food and turns them into the rations that the explorer uses. So let's look at where the provisioner is. Yeah, they utilize bread, firewood, boar meat, deer meat, rabbit meat, and they produce a ration. It also said for miners, didn't it say for miners? Yeah. Explorers and backup food for miners. Provisioner guy is a little big. I need to get a road out here, so I don't want to build there just quite yet. I could put the provisioner over here on the side. Or I can put the provisioner up here. And I think because the provisioner is next to the forager and the hunter, good call to put him right there. Let's look and start putting in some of the cottages. It looks like I can get 2, 4, maybe 3 in a row. And then what about on this side? Seems like I can get several down there. I can get one over here too. Let's put a cottage right here. Let's put another cottage here. And I'll put a cottage here. And they just wanted 3 for right now. So I think we'll go with that. I love the little graphics and the people. I love the fact that you can get all the way down. Look at this guy carrying in his little rabbit meat. And there's a pile of rabbit meat there. All these people working. This game is in early access, so expect that there's some defects. Expect that there's functionality that's not completed. I would love to see when I click on a person, I'd love to see a little bit of detail about who that person is, what they're doing, maybe their pathing, where they're going. I'd also, for the camera-wise, they allow you to tilt the camera, but the tilt is very, very small. Like, I mean, that's it. You could go straight up and down, almost straight up and down, or you can tilt like just that little bit of an angle. I'd like to be able to see the camera go flat so that you can get right up flat and get kind of a horizontal view of the sky, right? Look at the horizon like you're standing there. That would be really neat. Otherwise, the graphics are really good. The animation looks really good. Very cutesy kind of style. Let's try to figure out where we're going to put in our guild hall. Let's put the guild hall between these two houses. What do we think? It would be great if I could put a road there. So, maybe not. Maybe not between those two houses. If I rotate this around, I don't think I'm going to have room to put... Yeah, it takes up like a 3-space little deal here. Can I put down a house? I don't know how many cottages I'm going to need, but can I put down a home in this small little area? Kind of. I'm gonna put the guild hall right there. Let's get rid of this unit, demolish the building, and let's remove him up over here, or over here actually. Okay. Get the woodcutter in this particular area. Probably actually could have fit him right here. Hold on. Let's get rid of this building. Let's get rid of, put the woodcutter down. Yeah, we can put him right here in the woods, which is perfect. Got rid of a little bit of like foraging resources, but that's okay. You can see the expansion is continuing to keep going of our borders, which is nice. I can put the quarries down. We have another, we just found another town. Wow. Are they going to be friendly or no? That's the question, right? That is the big question. Let's get a road down. And we'll bring our road up close to our flax. We'll get another road that comes out this way. We'll also get another road that comes up this way, and that way we can start moving up this direction. And like I said, let's get a road along the beach so I can utilize some of those spaces. Maybe up a little bit higher. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. Okay. And we'll connect these two guys together. Okay, good. And let's think about getting our quarries in place. Gonna need a quarry. We'll get a quarry over here. How many quarries does it say we need? We need one quarry. We need 2 stonemasons. Where are the stonemasons located? There they are. Stonemason is kind of a big building. Bigger than I thought it would be. But we'll get the stonemasons over there side by side. A forester. Looks like we have swampland over here. I don't know if we can put the forester up in that area. But we're going to think about it. We've expanded over to this direction. Looks like we have a lot of mountains. We have a little bit of a path. Don't know what to do with it. It's enemy camp spotted. Our enemy camp is up here. Okay. We're going to have to worry about that as well. Build a wood workshop. We'll get a wood workshop in place. Ooh, we should probably get some wells in place. I haven't seen a fire yet in this game, but I'm sure that that's coming. There's my wood workshop. Produces bows, spears, shields, all that good stuff. That's nice. We need to get that down somewhere. Let's put that production line over here. Very close to the wood. So wood workshop's in place. Quarry is down. Stonemasons are getting down. Foresters still don't have that yet. Build a tavern and tables. Tavern and tables. How big is the tavern? Pretty big building. As I start learning the sizes of the building requirements, I'm going to start understanding where to put down the roads, right? I'll be able to figure out that those units. The tables are little small things, so it's okay that I left that space for the tables because now I can get these tables in. And I think I could just have them. Does this need to attach to? It does need to attach to a road. Dang it. And then actually, I'm gonna demolish these. Sorry, dude. Sorry, I know you were working on this, but I needed 4 tables. I want to keep them around the tavern, so we can put them over here like this. Okay. It's weird that I put this one down and it got rid of the 3 dots over there. Now, why would it do that? Is the circle the radius? If the circle is the radius, that's a little foobard. Out of curiosity's sake, let's put one over here. Okay, I'm able to keep 2. So positioning of these items is really important. I wonder how that's going to work for like expansion and spreading. God, there's a lot of stone and ore and coal and all that stuff up here. I almost feel that we should have had our quarry guys like way the frig over here. Can I start getting a road up? Not yet. Once we have a pathway up there or some sort of way that we can build into that area, I'll bring some things over there. I'm going to try to keep these videos within 30 minutes, so I'm going to wrap this one up very, very soon. As you can see, there's a lot of stuff to do. But I'm going to do this in progression. We're going to see if we can wind up finishing off this game, or at least complete this particular predefined map. Your units are being attacked by bandits. Whoa, where? Who is that? My explorer guy? That was my explorer guy, and he is beating feet, man. He's coming back. I wonder if I'm going to be able to take over this area. Like, if I connect to it with a road, does it become mine? Or if I expand with my expansion, does it become my... I don't know. Or did it become enemies, right? They're going to get pissed off. We're going to find out later. Well, I appreciate you guys joining me. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching episode 1. Stay tuned for episode 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I'm sure it's going to go on for a little while. And I hope you guys are enjoying this game, because I am loving it so far. Loving the graphics, loving the gameplay. It's in early access. It's got a long way to go until it's complete. And they're going to add in co-op, and they're going to add in all kinds of good stuff. So if you haven't already, go check it out on Steam. And leave a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. I'll see you guys later. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.